Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Emily if you're new here. Today I was just gonna do like a little comfy cozy chit chat life update with you guys. I know you probably think it's coffee, but I can't have coffee because I have anxiety. So there's LaCroix in here. So sit down, grab some coffee or LaCroix, whatever you want, and sit back and enjoy my little life update. Okay, so I've been reading this book called Untamed, and I have it right here. It's by Glennon Doyle. I recommend this book. I'm not finished with it yet. I'm about halfway through, but it's really been opening my eyes to a lot of different things. Some of the things that she brings up I don't necessarily agree with, but that's the whole point of reading, right? You get to see another person's point of view and you can agree or disagree. It's up to you. But there was a part in here that I starred, like big stars. And whenever I read, I always have some type of pen or highlighter and I always mark things that speak to me. And I'll go back and look at it again. Okay. So, this is gonna be so lame. I'm gonna read a little excerpt from the book. So she says, when I was in my 20s, I believed that somewhere there existed a perfect human woman. She woke up beautiful, unbloated, clear-skinned, fluffy-haired, fearless, lucky in love, calm, and confident. Her life was easy. She haunted me like a ghost, and I tried so hard to be her. That part just like hit me so deep. Like, I feel like, especially with social media, I know this is kind of off topic for a life update video, but I just had to put this in here. Like, you look at someone's Instagram or you look at someone's TikTok, Facebook, whatever it is, and you're like, oh my gosh, like that person is perfect. Like their body's perfect, their hair is perfect, their life is perfect, their friends are perfect, everything they do is perfect. Their clothes, like where they live, whatever. But I'm here to tell you that nobody is perfect. Instagram is the epitome of people trying to be perfect and trying to portray themselves as a better version of themselves. And I was thinking about this last night when I was reading this book. I'm like, what if we all shared our struggles and shared what was going on behind the photo? I'm sorry, this door. There we go. Like, what a world that would be to live in. Like, put a disclaimer. I took this picture after I cried for an hour because I felt fat. Or disclaimer, this is the first time I went out in 2 months because I couldn't get myself out of the house. Like, let's just be more real. And I've been trying to do that on my Instagram too, because it's like, I don't want to ever put out there that I am a perfect person and like my life is perfect. No, I look at so many people, like people that I went to high school with, I went to college with, like I know from my job, like I look at their lives and I'm like, can I have your life? Like, can we switch? Like, I know your life is perfect. Like, I know it is. Like, we can switch. Like, because mine's not perfect in any sense. But I know that those people that I'm looking at and thinking that their life's perfect, I know that their life isn't perfect. They're just putting out the best version of themselves, which is not a bad thing. I mean, who wants to put out their struggles and who wants to put out sad things that happen in their life or just things, people get embarrassed or they're scared to open up to the world. But I feel like if I open up and I do this for people, like one, it's therapeutic for me, and two, I feel like I can help other people and I can help people get out of their little head and out of their little bubble and be like, okay, like I'm not perfect and that's okay. No one was meant to be perfect. And what would life be if you were perfect? You know what I mean? Anyways, I could go on and on about this book. There's so many different things she brings up that I would love to talk about. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about that little excerpt. But anyways, on to my life update. So I got a lot of feedback from so many different people from my like talking about my struggles with anxiety and different phobias. You guys warm my heart. I could cry. Like, the people who reached out to me, like, I love you guys, and I'm so glad that you found some sort of comfort in that video, and I'm here for you always. But I have come, I don't want to say a long way, but I've come a little bit of ways this summer, or at least this past couple weeks. I've had my small victories, which are super important when you have mental illness, to celebrate those little victories. I went out to downtown Naperville, which is far away in my eyes, which is like a half hour away from where I live. I went out and I celebrated one of my friend's birthdays, and I did it. I got dressed, I got ready, I put on an outfit, I drove there, I got out of the car, and I hung out with her and her friends, and I stayed the whole night. I didn't get anxious. I didn't get scared that I was going to be sick. And it was amazing. And I was so happy leaving that night. I was so happy. And my friend, whose birthday it was, she, right when I got there, greeted me with a huge hug, saying, "I'm so happy you're here." And it's like, that's the kind of people that I need in my life. I need, like, to understand how hard it is for me to do those things. And that goes for you guys too, suffer with something similar. You need people in your life that will just celebrate with you and be that person that lifts you up and tells you, like, wow, like, that was amazing and good for you. Like, even though it's easy for them to go out and do that stuff, like, she acknowledges and realizes that that was a hard thing for me to do. So that was a really amazing thing for me. Another victory, it was my sister's birthday a while ago, but they were traveling, my family was traveling, the people were busy, so we didn't get to celebrate until last weekend. And we went to her apartment, which is also like a half hour away from my house, which I consider far away. So I get anxiety going far away from my house, but I went a half hour away to her apartment. And then we went out to eat at a really nice restaurant. And again, I got ready, I got dressed, I put on an outfit, and I went out to dinner. What? Like, usually for me, the evening times are when I get the most anxious. I'm not sure why. So going out to dinner is a huge, huge win for me. I haven't been out to dinner besides like COVID times. Like, I haven't been out to dinner in over a year, longer. And I finally did it, and I ate, and I had a good time. And it was just really, really nice to sit down with my family and just enjoy that time together. Because ever since my sister moved out, like, obviously it's been like a different dynamic. So that was really amazing for me. What other things? Small victories. Oh, my slow weight loss journey. I know I talk about like body confidence and body positivity. Throughout the summer and quarantine, I've been really, really trying to lose weight in a healthy way and to eat in a better way. And I'm happy to announce that I have lost 6 pounds, but mind you, it took me about 2 months to lose those 6 pounds. And that doesn't really bother me, because they say the faster you lose weight, the faster the weight's gonna come back. So I feel like I'm doing it the healthy way. I'm still eating things that I want to eat. Like, I'm not really restricting myself. But I am working out. I'm just walking, or I'll do a workout on demand. I'm waiting for my Peloton to get here. I'm so excited. I bought a Peloton. So that'd be really, really nice to like let some stress out and get on my Peloton. Okay, this next topic, I'm gonna try and keep a level head and not put too much of my opinion into it or much of my 2 cents into it, because I don't want to get in trouble. And yeah, So basically, you guys know I'm a teacher. I teach preschool in an elementary school. So the talk right now is school starting. Amidst this whole pandemic. I don't adjust well to change at all. I really struggle, and ever since schools closed down in March, I've been home. And I worked from home up until the end of the school year, and then it was summer break. So I've been home for like 5 months, and I'm used to being home now, and that scares me. As of now, where I work, we are going back to school. We are going to be there for a shortened day, but we are going back every day of the week. That in itself inflicts some anxiety in me. It makes me scared, not only for myself, but for my students, for my coworkers who have underlying conditions, health conditions. My mom has asthma. I live with my parents, so I don't want to bring anything home to them. I have a grandmother who is 91. I do not want to spread anything to her because I come in contact with my mom every day. My mom helps out with my grandmother, and through that could just be a whole thing in itself. And I know a lot of my kids live with their grandparents, or their parents are autoimmune, or they're immunocompromised. I'm sorry if I get the words wrong. It's scary. I mean, I teach the little ones, so they're expected to wear masks, and they're expected to stay 6 feet apart from each other. And I personally don't know if that's possible. I'm really, really trying to see the positive in this. Of course, I want to go back to school. Of course, I want to see my kids and I want to see my coworkers, but I want to do so when it's the time and the most safe time to do so. I don't want to put anyone in harm's way. It's just a lot of unknowns at this point, and things have been changing rapidly throughout the last couple weeks. I know we might get some news tonight. Hopefully it's good news. Crossing my fingers that it's good news. So yeah, that's a lot of what I'm dealing with right now, is wrapping my head around going back to school. It's just crazy. Like, I don't really have any words. I just really hope that nothing happens and everyone's safe, and I know we're taking all the precautions, and but yeah, so that's that. Next, let's see what else I wanted to talk about. My birthday's coming up. I'm going to be 23 years old on the 11th of August. So that's exciting. I personally hate birthdays. They either are really, really good or they like flat out suck. So I don't really have any expectations for my birthday. I don't ever really have any expectations. I know that I want to go out to eat with my family. One of my friends wants to go out to eat with me. Yeah. So that's all I have planned so far. And with school coming up so close, I have a feeling that they're going to schedule something on my birthday, because they've been throwing dates out like with no notice, and I'm gonna be really upset if something gets scheduled on my birthday, because I want my birthday to be like one last day where I don't have to worry about school, and it could just be about me and celebrating my life and that I was born and that I am here. Okay, this is kind of lame. Hold on, let me sip my LaCroix. Have you guys ever had a watermelon LaCroix? Because favorite LaCroix, it actually tastes like watermelon. I love watermelon. Anyways, for the longest time, this past like 2 or 3 weeks, my skin has been horrible. And I have never been the person to have like skin problems or acne flare-ups really ever. Like if I did, I would just get like a pimple and I'd put like the Mario Badescu like drying stuff on it and it would just go away. I know you can't tell because I put makeup on. Maybe you can tell. But like all on my cheeks right here and up here like broke out. And like I was like, what do I do? Like I've never experienced this. And I'm like fortunate to say that I've never like had a really big problem with my skin. But I decided that it was from wearing a mask. So it's maskne. Let me know if anyone else is dealing with that, because I am. And also because I kind of fell off with my eating and I was eating horribly, and I think that had something to do with it too. So yeah, let me know if you have any tips on not getting breakouts from your mask, because I know once I go back to work, I'm gonna be wearing a mask all day long. So let me know. People that have been working and wearing masks all day long, let me know how that's been going for you. What else? Oh, well, I just want to say that as I've gotten older, I know I'm only gonna be 23, but I feel like I've really grown into myself, especially over the quarantine and this past summer. I've just learned and understood what I deserve, and that comes down to friends, it comes down to relationships, it comes down to like my job, it comes down to just everything in life, like what I believe I deserve, and I won't accept anything less than that. I've been in relationships like that were not healthy, and I put up with it and I dealt with it and I apologized for things that shouldn't have been apologized for. I crawled back to them and wanted them in my life. I'm not gonna be like that anymore. If something happens and I don't feel that you are respecting me, I'm going to tell you. And I believe the two most important things in a relationship are respect and communication. Those are the biggest things for me in relationships. And I've been really fortunate to have someone in my life that agrees that those are really big pieces of a healthy and successful relationship. And it's been a roller coaster, but I don't know. He's been a really positive piece in my life recently. He pushes me and he says he's proud of me. Anyways, I don't want to get into that. TMI. I'm trying to think about what else I wanted to talk about for my life update. I know I have new videos coming. I want to do an Amazon part 2. I know some people wanted that. And I also want to do a video about anxiety and tips and tricks that I have used the past 5 years to help me get through. And I also want to do 2 different videos. I want to do a favorite drugstore makeup video and a favorite high-end makeup video. I know my channel's kind of like all over the place. I don't really know what to call it, but it is what it is. And I feel like this video kind of sucked, but that's my life at this point. It's kind of up in the air and go with the flow. So wish me luck and going back to school in a couple weeks, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.